everybody. It's going to be a little evening read here for us today. So just chillax. I do have the news on in the background so I can see the weather. We got pretty light snow where I am at. So anywho, let's get started with the conversation deck. I've just been feeling the white cards. Here, you guys, my self-made deck, okay, of messages that were delivered to me to be shared with you, okay? So if you resonate with these messages, this may be your reading. It may be happening to somebody around you, okay? Alrighty. Let's... I've also been getting like some strong religious vibes, and I'll just say, like, so for somebody, you may be part of your New Year's resolution maybe to go to church more. It may be to dive into spirituality more. One of my classmates from high school who is now a teacher, she posted that during 2024 she read through the entire Bible. Like, oh my God, yeah, that would be a commitment. So but that was something that she was doing obviously to benefit her spiritual practice, right? You may not have a spirituality channel on YouTube like I do, but you may still, do your Bible study on Wednesday nights. Maybe you study a different book, okay? Maybe you study the intuitive messages, okay? That spiritualists, I would say, like myself, and let me say something about, when people are like, I don't believe in spirituality, I'm religious, blah, blah. Well, they used to call it the Holy Ghost. Now we call it the Holy Spirit. I think they just stopped saying Holy Ghost because people were getting too scared, right? And some of those people didn't want to face reality, right? Well, yeah, that spirit will sure scare you, right? And sometimes it scares you straight, right? Have you ever heard that expression, scared straight? Like somebody turning over a new cheek, turning over a new leaf, getting on the straight and narrow. Maybe for you that means moving to an area where, maybe you're not going to be in your old hood anymore, right? And you're not going to be running into the same people doing the same things, right? In the same capacity, right? I had my own experience with that when I was younger. You may be experiencing ascension symptoms due to this, right? Very nice message in the chat. God bless, spread kindness, right? Maybe that's part of your New Year's resolution, spreading kindness, spreading joy, not focusing on, oh, they did me wrong, oh, this, you know what I mean, taking revenge for people. Maybe you're focusing on, giving to those that are out there doing good things, right? Okay. I can say reckless things. I'm sorry. Yeah, talk about the human condition. Have we ever had a fight with somebody where we said some reckless things, right? Are we repeating that in 2025? If you are, ask yourself why. Is that something you haven't healed yet, right? So, collective, somebody can say sorry to you all they want, but if they are not changing their behavior, so in 2025, are we accepting of people doing the same things to us, right? And it's like that one movie, As Good as It Gets, and Helen Hunt, she's like, I need a compliment right now. Would it kill you to make a compliment, right? At a certain point, it's a choice. It's like, well, some people, they just choose to pick at people and whatever. And it's like, or do you want to look at, all the good things and maybe spread some joy, right? So in 2025, maybe that's, maybe you're gonna, not hang out with the same people at lunch because it's the same conversations, right? Maybe you need to focus on other things. Maybe that's a time when you'd be like, what, read a whole Bible in a year? You know how many chapters in the Bible? Yeah, there's a lot. But you know what? Not spending time listening to reckless conversations. Instead, maybe, focusing on your spiritual growth. Maybe that's through a Bible study program. They probably got the whole thing on some free audio app that you can sit there and listen to on your lunch break. There's also solfeggio frequencies you can listen to on your lunch break. Meditate, clear your mind, get back into focus. Your lunchtime is supposed to be a break from work, to enjoy your food. It's supposed to be about fellowship as well, but I understand certain environments that's tough, right? So, yeah, this can apply to more than one kind of situation, is what I'm saying here, right? This could be, career focus. This could be, friends. This could be certain family members, and you're just like, every time I go around them, they just have to. And it's like, yeah, we're all adults now, so we can choose how we spend our time. We're manifesting. Right. That's hopefully I'm still connected. It just kind of flashed at me. Yeah, I just reposted the song From a Distance. It's I posted it to my Facebook, you guys. I do have music on my Ophelia's band channel as well, but also on my personal Facebook. But I was reposted that song, the Bette Midler version, where I'm playing guitar. You know what? I don't know if I have posted that to my Ophelia's band channel as a separate upload or not. It's one of those things. I think it was just like I recorded it and like it went on my Facebook. So, but it's on my public. So I don't know. Maybe I can put a link to that in the community tab. By the way, if you are new to the channel, definitely go see the community tab for many other readings, okay? Why are you so selfish? Yeah. Well, maybe you don't want a collective reading right now. Maybe you want a reading about fire signs. Maybe you want a reading about blah, blah, blah. I don't know what, but you're entitled to feel a little selfish from time to time. That's certainly a normal thing. And people want to criticize us for it, but at the same time, it's like, well, wait a second. A lot of times those people are getting what they want, seemingly, and then you're left on what, right? Maybe somebody's getting left on red, for that matter. You can go back onto my channel under the videos tab or the live tab, do a search there. There are some astrological sign videos, but a lot of my more recent videos are collective, okay? So if you do require a personal reader, please do reach out to somebody, and don't feel selfish about improving yourself, right? Think of it, and some people be like, oh, why would you go to a reader? Why would you go? Well, there's readers out there that have seen in person to person, you know what I mean? How many people? After a while, you get to be able to read people. You ever see that movie, Wizard of Oz? Yes, look into my crystal ball. Well, he was just a wise man with experience trying to guide this young lady who was having some doubts about her future. Okay? You know what I mean? So, that's too bad. Oh dear. Well, I guess we can do it that way today. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I just really had to take a moment there and get some. There we go. I'm not really sure who's into necromancy, but that would be a little odd, so this is not the channel for you. Maybe you can talk to the police about that one, whoever you are. I'm sure Google has your account information. They'd probably be interested. I mean, all that could be traced by IP addresses. Even a VPN, you can get through anything these days. Like, I mean, didn't you guys see like the Chinese government? Okay, so we had the thing where they hacked in, now it's like they hacked into the treasury as well. It's like, okay. So y'all, some of these haters on here getting on these on the chat in this video, it's really comical to me because if you think you can't be tracked, like you're probably literally being made an example of as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know. Anyway, park. Yeah, you could be visiting a park. It could be a little cold recently where you are at, depending on where you're living, what season it is for you, right? Uh, Down in Australia right now, it is the summertime, is it not? Let's see, let's get another. Are you dating anyone? It looks like this person is really curious about you. For some of you, there could be somebody that is going to meet you in a park. Okay. So, for most people, I would say, especially like if you're a city dweller, okay, yeah, that could definitely be for you where you're going to meet this person. I was also kind of getting like the whole 5K thing earlier. So if you're somebody who likes to do 5Ks and stuff like that, like where you can forget, right? Where you can go, that's like your meditation. Like, for me, like I did a lot of running when I was in high school and sports and stuff. So, is I do this now or meditate in other ways. You know what I mean? Some people need physicality in order to forget that outside world and maybe just the physical nature of being in a park. Maybe you're not such as a 5K person. Maybe you're more like a cross country type running. Just be careful because of, like the ups and downs and you can like roll an ankle and you know what I mean? All of that stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to sip here, you guys. What else do we have here? Somebody saying they are taking care of themselves now. So, yeah, that could be somebody saying, like, well, you're being selfish. And you're just like, no, I'm just finally taking care of the person who's been taking care of everybody else. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you just have that kind of compassionate nature about you where you're in caretaking roles. Okay. And now you can say, well, now it's going to be time for me to enjoy things, right? Everybody else has had their enjoyment, and now it's time for me to have some enjoyment, okay? Now we're getting somewhere, right? Can we get away together? So you might be traveling. This could be with some friends. This could be with somebody you have met recently, okay? So there could be somebody in your energy that, if you meet them in this park or some kind of thing, it's gonna be like they're gonna want to recapture that moment. All right. And for them to recreate it, they feel like you guys need to get away. Okay. And kind of like, what is that song? Oh my gosh, you guys. I think it's called These Dreams, right? La na 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 na. La na 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 na. La na 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 na. La na 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 na. Dreams in the mist, right? These dreams can close my eyes. Every moment of the I'm gonna go outside every second of the night. Yeah, listen to that song. Somebody's definitely thinking. It's like this is gonna be a Pisces full moon, dreamy energy. Look at those videos by Heart in the 80s. It's all like the big hair and there's horses and there's, fog machines and smoke billowing. It's just a very romantic type energy. Okay. And that is as well what this person wants you to be able to tap into and kind of forget about, like when you're running a 5K, like you're able to clear your mind out of, your grocery list or whatever, right? And then it's kind of like you hit that zen, right? That's what they want to be experiencing with you. You could be telling this person though that you don't have time for them right now, and especially if this, you're doing yourself, you know what I mean? Not like doing yourself, but you know what I mean. Maybe you've been investing in yourself. I just saw on the news our local museum there we had a Jim Henson museum exhibit, and like people came from like all over and they like broke records at the museum, which is really nice to see. It could be stuff like that where like you're going to do stuff like that. Maybe you're going with a friend, maybe you're going by yourself. Like it's not like a requirement to have a whole field trip along with you in order to do something. You're an adult now, collective, right? Okay. So some people might not understand that. Some people, they have to do things like in a herd pack mentality, right? Because they're followers. They've never led. They would prefer to be led, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's not for everybody. That could be though part of the situation right now. Okay. Ooh, tomorrow's high 25 degrees. Right. Let's do the Pulp Tarot. That's right. We do have our first full moon coming around of 2025 this coming Sunday. So we got 7 days to work on releasing anything carrying over. Right? From 2024, where it's like, why are we still doing this? Why am I, or maybe you recognize that, like, you know what, maybe this job isn't the one for me. Maybe I need to start applying at other, departments or other companies. Maybe there's some kind of glass ceiling where you're at, and you're just like, you know what, maybe I'm going to do my own business. You have all sorts of possibilities ahead of you in 2025, and don't let people say that you can't do it, because guess what? If you've not tried it yet, how do you know? How do you know? Like when they say in those videos, how would they know? How would they know? And for some of you, it's going to be like natural, okay, where they say like if you do something you love, it's not going to feel like work. You'll never work a day in your life. You may actually, and it's like, oh yeah, dream job, like, and maybe you're gonna get that, maybe you're a people person and you like to give tours to people, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Maybe you're that kind of tour, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, let's get into the tarot here. So, and then of course, collective, the things that you have enjoyed in 2024. Let's do more of that, right? Let's do less of the things, right, that we didn't like. Let's have less of the kinds of conversations that didn't, turn out so well. And let's focus on what did go well, right? Somebody said they are applying themselves in 2025. Yeah. Sometimes we find that like a little bit of effort, like, we stop overthinking the situation. Yeah. So some of you may have been coming off of feeling defensive, feeling backed into a corner, like, oh, I don't know if there's anything I can do. And it may have been a point of frustration for you. Okay, is kind of what I'm feeling here with this Seven of Wands. And that could have caused some of these reckless things to come out as well, right? Or maybe it's like at that job, it's like, would it kill your boss to give you a compliment? Would it kill your boss to treat you with respect, right? Some things like that. Whatever it is, or maybe it's like, you know what, I bring these people coffee, I do this, I even ask them about their day, like, you know what, they could be a little nicer to me. You know what I mean? So, being mindful of those things, of those conversations, right? And it's like, okay, I do feel, and saying maybe I do feel backed into a corner by this toxicity, but how can we harness that? How can we transmute that? Right? It doesn't always have to come across as, a possum that's backed into a corner, and I feel like that is somewhat of this that's coming out. And for a lot of you, like, participating in these activities like trail running or whatever it's gonna is, you know what I mean, is really gonna help you transmute that. All right, even if you're in a part, and then like listen to those solfeggio frequencies, and then it helps you like calm down and get in tune with nature, right? I've seen some readers out there. They're like, yeah, I like to keep my vibe high so I don't go out and do anything. Well, is that a way to live, like as a recluse? I mean, I get it. Some people are physically unable to, travel or go places. Oh my gosh, down in Louisville, they got like 10 inches of snow. Um, yeah, yikes. Um, yeah, let's keep going. But interacting with the real world, that's part of sharing your gift. Like I said before, like maybe you're not, maybe tapping into your spirituality doesn't mean like, oh, I gotta come out with my ebook. I have to do this. I have to do. Maybe you will, but maybe for you it's more like the old Jehovah's Witness style and knocking on the door, sharing the good news thing. But it's more like I don't know, when you're at the grocery store, you and the cashier having a nice conversation, right? Some of you can be like, well, that's just passing the time. Okay, well, you wouldn't believe how some people pass their time. It's not as nice as that, right? So, doing more of that, it's like that's what's going to win this battle, this constant fight, the darkness seeping up, saying, oh no, we need to continue all the toxic behaviors. No, we don't. No, there is a choice. And we all, as adults, have personal accountability and responsibility and tools at the ready. And, here on YouTube University, right? Seriously, folks, seriously. There's so much information at our fingertips. So keep at it, right? Okay, the King of Wands. Is this person who you're meeting? Okay, this is definitely giving me present energy. Definitely kind of a tall, dark, and handsome. Maybe a little moody, mysterious type, a little bit. Might have a little extra Scorpio in their chart somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Yes. They're ready to mingle with you. Okay, they may have been mingling with others, and now they are ready to mingle with you. You may have to beware of this person because they have been mingling with others, right? This is 2025, not 1825, where we never read a book a day in our life. Like, there's real things out there, folks. It's called science. Okay, protect yourself during these interactions, right? Act as adults, not as spoiled little children's. Okay. All right. Yeah, slow and steady, right? That's part of the thing. It's like, oh, some people, this is why so many people fail, right? With these New Year's resolutions, because they want that instant gratification, right? 2 weeks after going to the gym, nothing's happening, right? Maybe you've tried that before and nothing did happen. You're like, look, I just don't know if I want to do that now. Well, maybe instead of going to a reader, right? If you need a personal reading, like go see a reader. Maybe you need a personal trainer. You know what I mean? Like maybe you need a little bit more one-on-one. Like why are you, part of the accountability, taking accountability and being responsible about information is realizing that you may not have all the information that you need to make responsible decisions. That, employing somebody to help coach you does not take away your accountability. That means you're seeking out help. That means your bond towards your accountability is going to strengthen. All right. So think about that for 2025. Because a lot of people, I think, they get into this pyramid scheme of help where they think that it has to be a singular, right? Whereas instead, we are human funnels receiving information, right? Okay. Anybody want a nanu on that one? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo for this King of Wands that I do feel like wants to perhaps date you, perhaps wants to go on some kind of getaway to like get to know you type thing. They want to be able to spend like isolated time without the normal distractions of life. Okay. Yeah, the Sun card. So I feel like collective for some of you, especially if this is in a romantic partnership, you're going to be able to feel like you are yourself when you're around them. You could have Leo aspected in your chart as well. But either way, I think you're just going to have fun with this person. Like, yeah, you are going to be able to maybe forget about some past energies. Yeah. 10 of Cups, like you're going to feel happy around this person. They're going to motivate you and vice versa. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a very wholesome feeling. All right. It's so funny too because this King of Wands is so dark, but maybe the reason why you can actually feel wholesome around this person is because they've done the shadow work. Whereas so many people haven't, and now they're coming out of these shadows to be revealed to you, perhaps by when? The full moon? Could be. When day is night and night is day. Who likes the doors, right? Dreams could be important to you as well. I feel like some of you are going to be doing the wild thing, literally, maybe even in a car. Keep it safe out there, folks. Park the damn thing first, will ya? Will ya? I mean, how many friggin' exits and side roads do you friggin' kids need? You gotta do it while you're going down the damn road? Some people have to, smoke cigarettes and shit. They don't want to be accidentally burning your dumb, Anyway. But hey, maybe that's karma for somebody, right? Who am I? Who am I to say, hey, you're being a dumbass, right? Yeah, Empress energy, right? She's like, you want me to do what? Where? Like, oh my God. Because for some of you collective, there's going to be definitely that immaturity around. Like that's, some people are just so, they're going to be like that, right? That doesn't mean you have to be like that. They're going to see you standing tall, standing proud, getting what you want, going where you want, with whom you want. And some people don't have that ability because of, their choices. All right. So then again, they could be like, oh, lie to yourself, so like you're not taking me with you, you're not doing. It's like, and on what planet do I owe you squat? In fact, you took away, you know what I mean? In some cases, these people, and that's exactly what they were doing, is they were depleting your time. All right. So for some of you, yeah, letting go of the heaviness of that, you know what I mean? And yeah, for some of you, burning rubber may be significant. You could also meet somebody at a track as well. I feel like for some of you, it's like the no, like you need to be expose yourself to other things, like so like I was talking about the solfeggio frequencies. I talked about somebody, listening to the full Bible on one of those Bible, audio apps, whatever. Maybe you need to go to one of those big racetracks and just listen to the hum, right? You know what I mean? Those things that can help you meditate, right? And harness your energy to where you need to be in the receptive mode, all right? Even though some of it might be or feel a little intense, but I feel like the thing is, especially for those of you that have done this shadow work already, some of the intensity you're going to feel is intense joy in the situation, okay? And part of that is because that's what you're choosing to put out along the way as well. All right. I think that's the whole message for today. So please do look forward to the full moon, and until then, stay warm. Do like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, doing all of those things. And if you so desire to make a monetary donation to the channel, if you do not want to freely support the channel, which obviously you can freely do by liking the video or subscribing to the channel, you can go into the description box and I have a link to my PayPal. And in the main channel description, I have a link to all three: PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. So whatever your preferred. Okay. So until next time. Woo. Please do manifest. Bye.